Hello everyone. As yesterday we discussed under e-business, we said when the business activities are carried with the help of internet, then it is considered as a e-business. And yesterday we discussed scope of e-business. Let's revise this topic. Yesterday we discussed scope of e-business. In this you discussed B2B transactions, B2C transaction, C2C transaction and intra-B. In simple sense, yesterday I was about to explain you with the help of internet nowadays various activities takes place, various transactions takes place. These activities, these transactions are considered as a scope of e-business. These are, we discussed B2B commerce. In this we said, when the business organization takes transactions with any other business organization with the help of internet, then it is considered as B2B commerce. Similarly, when the business organization makes transactions with the help of internet to the customers, then it is known as B2C commerce. Similarly, when any one customer makes transactions with any other customers with the help of internet, then it is known as C2C commerce. Similarly, when the business transactions takes place within the organizations only with the help of internet, then it is considered as intra-B commerce. In this, let's have some examples, such as when A organization makes any transactions with the help of internet to the B organization, that is considered as a B2B commerce. When any one business organization sell or provides after sale services to its customer, then it is known as B2C commerce. When any one customer makes any business transactions with any other customers, in such a case that is considered as C2C commerce. Similarly, when the purchase departments makes or shares informations with the production department, that is considered under the intra-B commerce. Now today we are going to discuss about the advantage or benefits of e-business. It means with the help of e-business what advantages are available. In this you need to compare e-business with the traditional form of business. We are comparing the e-business with the traditional form of business and compare with the traditional form of business what advantage the e-business have. Let's discuss the number first that we call easy-to form. Here we need to understand when we start any traditional form of business, it requires several equipments, several inputs, several materials, whereas the e-business does not require all these things. So here what we need to understand, the traditional business, to set up the traditional business requires various inputs, various resources, whereas e-business does not require various resources, various inputs. So the compare with the traditional form of business, the e-business is easy to set up as it requires computers with internet connections. Similarly, lower cost or lower investment. In your books, lower cost topic is added in easy to form only, but here I distinguish the lower cost with easy to form. Here what we need to understand, the setting of e-business involves less cost as compared to any other form of business, such as, if I'll give you example, if any one person requires to operate any traditional form of business, he need to have mobile phone, he need to have a display, he need to have a showrooms, but here e-business does not require any things like this. That's why it is called easy to form. Similarly, in traditional business, all these inputs, all these resources are necessary to carry traditional business, whereas all these resources are not necessary. So the compare with the traditional form of business, the e-business involves lower investments. Similarly, convenience. As you know, the traditional form of business involves physical presence. Means if you want to purchase anything in the form of traditional business, you need to be present. You need to be physically present in such part of place to purchase the goods. But here you need to understand, in e-business, the buying and selling takes place by sitting any part of the world. It means in e-business, there is no requirement of physical existence to purchase the goods. By sitting at home also we can buy the goods. By moving some part of the place also we can buy the goods. So means as compared to the traditional business, the e-business involves flexibility. E-business gives maximum advantage to the customer as they can purchase the goods from any part of the place in any conditions. Next, speed. Traditional business involves less speed as compared to the e-business. In e-business, we can sell the goods by simple click of the mouse. You can see, in case in e-business, if it is related about the softwares or other applications or e-books, in such a case, the prompt delivery takes place. Whereas in physical business, you need to go to the market. From the market, you need to purchase the goods. When you bring your goods at your home, then you use. Look at this. In this process, it takes time. Whereas the buying can take place by the simple clicking of the mouse. That's why e-business have a greater speeds. Similarly, global reach. Internet is boundaryless. Physical, you can see the physical shops have a limited geographical boundaries. Means you can think it. Suppose any retailer is available nearer to your residential area. That shop is having limited geographical boundaries. It means the customer who are nearer to that area only, that physical shops can get the advantage. But here you understand, e-business is boundaryless, means wherever internet access is available, wherever internet facility is available, it can buy, the person can buy, the person can sell. So means here what we need to understand, the e-business is boundaryless. Wherever internet facility is available, the person can buy, the person can sell. So here we need to understand, in e-business, the whole world becomes a shop. Similarly, movement towards the paperless society. Generally in e-business, the transaction takes place digitally. Means whatever the process takes place, whatever cash memo or other information takes place, these takes place digitally. Means in the form of digital data system. Whereas in e-business, all these activities takes place digitally. Whereas there is less dependence on paper. Means most of the activities are carried with the help of electronic data system, and due to the dependence on electronic data system, it reduces the use of paper. That's why I call the e-business is giving opportunity. It provides opportunity towards movement of paperless society. Once again, let's revise what we said. Here we said easy to form, as it does not involve lengthy and complicated process, as it does not involve the resources and inputs. As a result, it is easy to form. Compare with the traditional form of business, it involves low cost, it involves low operating expenses as compared to the traditional business. Similarly, in e-business, the buying and selling takes place by simple clicking the mouse, by sitting any part of the world. So the physical presence is not necessary, which makes convenient. Similarly, the e-business have high speed, as buying and selling can be done by clicking the simple mouse. Similarly, in e-business, the whole world becomes a shop. Means any part of the place, any person can buy the goods from any part of the world. That's why we call it has a global reach. And the last we said, in e-business, the most of the activities are carried digitally, which we call electronic data system, and due to electronic data system, it reduces the dependence on paper. For today, we discuss about the benefits of e-business. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about online transactions or online buying and selling. Have a great day, guys.